Welcome to ISE's Equity Index Weekly Outlook, a weekly outlook on ISE and other industry indexes, hosted by Patrick Seresna, a derivative market specialist and investment manager with extensive expertise in options and the broader derivative markets. ISE trades options on more than 15 proprietary sector indexes, as well as broad-based indexes and a variety of licensed benchmarks. ISE continually enhances its trading systems and develops new index options products to provide investors with the best marketplace and investment tools to trade smarter.
Hello and welcome to the ISE Equity Index Outlook for May 31st, 2011. This is Patrick Seresna. As always, we start off with a chart on the S&P 500 using that SPDR exchange rate fund symbol SPY. We've been looking for the highs of the second quarter to come in up along this 135 to 139 area on the upside. We've been talking about that for months. As that top came in, we subsequently begun a correction that is now last week tested as low as our 130, 131 focal point below and subsequently bounced. Where it's quite interesting to see that the market more or less hasn't had any aggressive selling. Almost all sell-offs have been relatively modest, and we certainly are getting a bounce now to retest where all the highs came in back in February and April. Really at this stage, if the market fails to make any progress above this 134, 135 area, we fully expect the market to still make another decline lower and retest those lows around that 126 to 127 level. We don't necessarily believe that there's going to be the beginning of a new bear market, but we do believe that we are in a period where the market should naturally consolidate the 10-month rally that it had since the August lows. So more or less we're looking for further consolidation over the next month or more before the next really good buying opportunity in the markets. Next here I want to take a look at the ISE US Regional Banks Index, which is symbol JLO. We more or less had a technical breakdown on Monday of last week that saw a key support line broken on the downside, but the market subsequently reversed later in the week and is now back testing key support line and that descending trend line. Really at this stage, early this week, we'll find out whether or not there's going to be legitimate follow-through on the regional banks. If it rejects here, then they should roll down and still bring in another round of selling. Next here I want to take a look at the ISE Index, which is symbol SIN. This is an index of all the casino, tobacco, and distiller companies. At this stage, we were looking for some sort of a little topping formations to develop. We believe that this index should find it difficult to exceed this 140, 142 level on the upside. So as we rally into here, we still think that there's room for this index to roll down and test even as deep as the 134 to 136 area on the downside. So remain skeptical unless there's a legitimate bullish breakout above 142. Next here I want to take a look at the ISE Home Builders Index, which is a symbol RUF, and more or less the home builders sold right down to our those 850, 870 focal point, which is where the lows came in back in November. At this stage we had a very dramatic reversal on the upside that saw it come right back to the 920, 930 focal point. This is a very interesting moment because there's been numerous occasions where we've had these 2-3 day rallies that look like they're going to be a big reversal in home builders, and almost immediately selling follows through and reverses and it sells to new lows. So now that we've seen two really big up days, what we want to now see is whether the bulls can build upon that. If we can see the bulls not giving it back and then basing in here, there might be a breakout even as high as the $9.80 to $10 area on the upside. But watch for early reversals of this week. Next here I want to take a look at the ISE Natural Gas Index, which is symbol FUM. We saw that double top and the break of the neckline of from a technical perspective. The natural gas index traded down to that 125, 127 support line and subsequently bounced. Now this is actually a very crucial moment because the retracement zone lies right along this 135 area on the upside. Subsequently, if there's any reversals that come off of this blue boxed zone, then there should be another full leg lower in this natural gas index. So it would be very important for the bulls to be able to accomplish building upon this rally and busting through this blue boxed area on the upside. Again, any rollovers here would have some significant bearish implications for one full sell cycle lower. Finally, I want to take a look at the ISE Mini FTSE 100 Index, which is the UKX, and more or less the index has found support lines along the 585 to 590 area and is bouncing just like all the other global indices. Again, just like a lot of the other markets were saying, as this rally comes into these retracement zone areas around this 595 to 600 area, if the bulls can't beat this zone on the upside, then this FTSE index will start rolling over and then subsequently drop. So it'll be very important for the bulls to follow through on the last couple days. That was your ISE Equity Index Outlook. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for participating in this week's session. Please join us again next week. For more information about Patrick Ceresna and to sign up for free index options trade alerts, visit www.optionsource.net. To learn more about ISE index options, visit us at www.ise.com/indexoptions.